friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and I sell them hopefully for a profit. Today is Saturday, January 11th, and let me tell you, I had a great, fantastic sales day yesterday. It has been a week of like, bad. So today I'm thrilled. Not only do I have 9 sales, grossing $297.63, but despite having a pretty massive clearance sale on eBay, 6 of these items are within my profit goal. So I'm really glad. The first was kind of a mistake. This is a vintage velour tracksuit. There's the top. I'm gonna fold up. And the bottom, I mean, they just look like regular velour pants. I don't know how else to describe them. The brand is Carol Little, I think. Now, when you hear this average sale price, your jaw is gonna drop, maybe. Average sale price for a vintage velour tracksuit is $73.44. Now, please remember, average sale prices are averages. There are some high-end designer or like really sought after, like, I don't know, I didn't really look through the solds, but the Juicy Couture velour tracksuits, like that stuff, those are really high. They can go for a lot of money. This one ended up in my half off sale, or my 60% off sale, sorry. And it sold for $14.36 plus shipping. The total was $21.92. Now the mistake was, I have had this for 2 years, but it just sold a month ago and then was returned. And so I think because it had sold a month ago, I probably should have kept it out of my sale, but I just missed it. That's okay. I still made $10.51, which isn't terrible. My goal is $15. So, you know, the last time it sold for $34.10 and I made $19. But I do paid returns, so I didn't lose any money on the return, which is good. All right, this is Urban Outfitters, and it's, I texted my mom. I was like, what is this called? She said it's called a letter sweater, and I don't know. It's not vintage, but yeah. Anyway, Urban Outfitters, there's the label. There was no information. The one that sold was mine, and it made it 25% off. The other 3 that were listed they weren't this exact one. I listed this, I think, for $40, and somebody offered me $25, and I was satisfied with that. Bought it for 50 cents, so I didn't really want to argue over, especially since my sales have been so low. Anyway, they paid a total of $32.32. I had it for 3 months, paid at 50 cents for it at a free sale. So the sale was free, and I could have just walked out with free stuff, but they were asking for donations. I made a donation, got home, counted the things that I got, and it ended up being 50 cents was what I donated per item that I got at that sale. That was kind of fun because I randomly passed it as they were putting out the sign, and I didn't know that it was happening. I just happened to drive past as the sign was going up. I was actually headed somewhere else, and I was like, I'm gonna be late. Anyway, my profit on that is $21.09. Pleased with that. These, I don't know. All right. These are a pair of jeans, and they are carpenter jeans. They have the like little hammer loop. And believe it or not, they are Old Navy. They're Old Navy painter jeans, and I looked them up when I bought them. Right now, it's saying the average sale price was $26.14 with a 27% sell-through rate. I've had these for 7 months, which, I mean, 27% is not a super high sell-through rate, but I'm just, I don't know, kind of wondering. Actually, I just saw where I bought them, and I know why. I know why I bought them. Someone offered me 15%. When the sell-through rate is pretty low like that, I would say under 30%, I will price on the lower side of comp. So I priced them at 25 and then, you know, just kind of hope for the best. And when I say hope for the best, I mean, hope they sell, period. Because those lower sell-through rates. I just live in an area, and maybe you do too, where I don't find a whole lot of things that have super high sell-through rates. I also don't thrift very often because this is part-time for me. I am only really able to go out once a week. I think maybe if I was able to thrift more often, maybe I could find higher sell-through rate things. But anyway, I bought these for $1 at my old favorite thrift store. They paid $15 plus shipping, which is $22.27. My profit is $11.72, which again doesn't quite make that cut of $15, but we're getting closer. All right, this is a dress. It's just like a white, sleeveless, kind of fit and flare kind of style. It's actually called a skater dress. And at the knee, Studio Refined Crepe Skater Dress Cloud Dancer. It's Torrid, which is one of my favorite brands to resell. I have had this for a little bit, and so I took kind of a lower offer on it. However, it's similar in that, all right, this tissue has a pink mark on it, and I don't know what that's from. So I'm just gonna throw it away. I don't want pink transfer on this little white dress. Average sale price is $31.57 and a 7% sell-through rate, which is terrible. But Torrid is a bread and butter brand for me, a brand that sells pretty consistently and about for my goal of, you know, $15 per profit per item. So, and especially new with tags, and I bought it at my old favorite thrift store for $1. So those, you know, those kind of, oh no. Sorry, it's really early in the morning. I have someplace I have to be today, and so I got up early. Like too early for my children to be up, and there's a smaller one looking at me through the door. What you need, kiddo? Why are you up so early? You had a bad dream. Little ones. She's 9. She's not that little. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. $31.57 is the average sale price. 7% is the sell-through rate for that skater dress. I took an offer for $20, and I think there were 2 items. And maybe it was the Old Navy pants that I took some lower offers because I was just like, I need to get some sales, and they were the first ones of the day. Like, I was trying to get it started. I'm not positive, I don't remember. Anyway, I paid $1 for the dress. My profit is, they paid $20 plus shipping, which was $26.98. My profit is $16.09. Not terrible at all. This blows my mind. I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, this is a Figs scrub top. Figs, all right. I've had this thing for 16 months. I did not have it priced super high. The average sale price for a figs. This is called a Katarina top. Okay. I did all my labels last night because I knew I had to get up super early today. So I was doing the like sell-through rate, and I was like, I don't know what happened here. The average sale price for a figs Katarina top is $30.75 with a 34% sell-through rate, which isn't great, but it's also not awful. And so I was like, oh, okay, let me just mess around with some stuff here. So I made sure I toggled to used. Well, used changes it pretty significantly to $24.51 with a 30% sell-through rate. And I was like, this thing is an extra small. And I was like, maybe that's it. Extra small tanks the sell-through rate, right? No, it doesn't. It was $26.33 with a 26% sell-through rate. I sold this thing for $5.97. After 16 months, I had it listed pretty low. I didn't check the color. Maybe the color had something to do with it. I don't know. It did have like a teeny tiny spot on it. Maybe that was it. But anyway, it sold for $5.96 plus shipping. They paid $11.63. I paid $2 for it because it's big. Even though it's not selling for as much or as quickly as it used to, it still should sell. I don't know. Anyway, my profit was $2.16. I'm just thankful that I made some money and I got it out of here. All right. This sold on Poshmark. This is a Banana Republic sweater. It is made of, so I just saw a hair. It's probably mine. My hair is insane. Okay. Banana Republic. That's, I think, newer. I'm not like up to date on what all the tags should look like, but that looks like a newer tag to me. Anyway, this is merino wool. It's nice. Sold for, okay, first of all, average sale price of a Banana Republic merino wool sweater. And I probably could have added things like it's ribbed, it's a turtleneck. I just did a really simple search, but it was $19.73 with a 27% sell-through rate, which is not bad. Now, when I say it's not bad, it might be bad for you, but it's not bad for me. I aim for about 25% when I'm shopping, sourcing, but clearly I don't always hit that. Anyway, there are other factors than sell-through rate. So anyway, point is, this sold for $23 on Poshmark, and that was my full price, which is, I was not expecting to see that. When it said $23, I was like, oh, I must have had it priced at $30. Well, that doesn't make sense. That would have been a $24. Then I use Prime Lister to share my items and send out offers, and so it would have sent out a 20% off offer, but that's not the case. They just bought it for $23. I bought it at the bins, the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound. I averaged my cost of goods at $2 per item there, and I bought it 11 months ago. My profit is $16.40. Not bad. All right, man, I have been reselling for about 3 years. Currently I have about 1,200 items. I do purge and things. It had gotten up to like 13, but I haven't been listing very well for like a month. And yeah, when I first started reselling, I would grab just jeans, American Eagle, Levi, just pretty much any like common to me brand of jeans. Well, I've stopped doing that, but there's something about vintage Levi's that I still am kind of drawn to, but I comp them because I don't know. These are vintage women's jeans. They're 550s. This is a vintage Levi's tag, and it tells you the year that it's made. Right here, there's like two sets of, well, there's three sets of numbers. The second set of number here says 0702. So that means it was made in July of 2002. These are pretty trashed, you saw. Which in some brands and some things can be good. Anyway, I've had these for 2 years. Average sale price for a Levi's women's 550 made in the US jeans is $21.93 with a 12% sell-through rate. I just don't buy jeans anymore, really, without comping them. This one on Curtsy for $23. So that sounds good, but that does include shipping. So Curtsy is not something that you have to cross-list to. Curtsy is kind of its own thing that imports from Poshmark. So a few months ago, I set up Curtsy and I had to connect my Poshmark account. I had to set up how I was going to do shipping, and then I just have left it alone. I don't have to do anything. It continually imports from my Poshmark closet, so anything that gets listed onto Poshmark gets listed onto Curtsy. I've made 6 sales. It's not a lot, but today is an extra $8. So here's how it broke down. These sold for $23. Curtsy took a $2.82 fee, and then they charged me $9.92 in shipping. Where is this going? Texas. I'm in Indiana. It wouldn't cost me Ground Advantage. It wouldn't cost me $9.92. Probably more like $7 if I were to ship it through Pirate Ship. That's my guess. But that's the breakdown of the numbers. $8.26 is my profit. How terrible. Now, oh, the other thing is these sold like over 10 days ago. But the woman, I'm assuming it's a woman, messaged me and said, hey, I have the wrong address. And I was like, well, I don't know anything about Curtsy, so I don't know how to fix that. But I assume you're going to have to go in and fix it. And so then I didn't hear anything. And then last night she was like, oh, I fixed it. So I shipped them out. Anyway. Depop. I have 3 Depop sales. I don't know what happened. Other than most of these, actually, I listed pretty recently on Depop. Oh no, don't fall down there. I'll forget about you. Okay, so this is like the coolest dress. It's very neat. I used Peasant. I used Cottagecore. It's this really beautiful. I mean, buttons all the way down the front. Okay, my husband started the car. I hope it's not too loud, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I just need to finish so I can go. But it's really cold out. This is a really beautiful floral. It is All That Jazz is the brand. I listed it for $50. It got a lot of likes really fast. It sold for $40. And I don't remember. I send 20% off offers through Vendu on Depop. But I don't remember if I sent it or it was sent to me. I feel like that's going to be so loud. All right, it sold for $40 and then they paid $9 on shipping. The fees were $2.19. It did not cost $9 to ship. I need to be better at estimating that on Depop. I don't know how to do Depop. So if you have questions about Depop, I'm not the person to ask. It did cost $4.89, so I did make $4 on shipping. And I paid $2 for this at the bins. It was listed total for 10 days on Depop for $4. And yeah, the sell-through rate was 2% for an All That Jazz peasant dress was what I looked up, with an average sale price of $18.45. But I just, there's something about that dress. I priced it high, went for it, worked out. This also was listed pretty recently on Depop. This is a vintage vest. How cool is that? It's like all the elephants. It's all embroidered. It's really cool. I didn't really know how to comp this, so I didn't. But this sold, I had it listed for $30. And it also had a lot of interest on Depop. It sold for $20 plus $8 in shipping. The fees were $143. I paid $501 in shipping. Got it at the bins again. So $2 average cost of goods, and that makes my profit $19.56. So I'm really pleased with that. I am headed to a training day for ministry that I'm part of, and I'm so excited about it. What are you up to this weekend? Let's see. Last item, I'm taking time out to comfort my daughter. Messed up my timeline of the morning. This is an Alfred Dunner vintage sweater vest. When I looked up with the Scotty dogs, when I looked up the Scotty dog Alfred Dunner sweater vest, the average sale price was $9.27 with an 18% sell-through rate. I list like vintage stuff like this at $30 and it sold for $19. Okay, we got the garage door shut. This sold for $19 plus $8 in shipping, and $1.34 was the fees. I paid $5.09 for actual shipping, and got this at a garage sale for $3. My profit is $17.57. It sold, I had it listed total for 4 months and then a month on Depop. I don't remember how many likes. I have this one thing on Depop that has over 150 likes. That darn thing won't sell. So I don't know that likes mean anything other than it got noticed. Anyway, my profit for the day, one day, is $177.03. I am thrilled with that. Like I said, it's been a real slow week, so to have a good day, excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, make sure you like the video. If you liked it, subscribe. If you haven't already, I do these Ship With Me videos Monday through Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, providing everything works out the way it's supposed to. And yeah, I really appreciate hanging out with you. I love sharing my sharing my sales with you and chatting in the comments. So that's all. I'll see you soon.